Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. So sorry for not having the video together yesterday, and then also I'll apologize in advance that today is not going to be an earnings on the radar. Had some software issues with this recording, um, and what I'm going to do is get the earnings video together, so have it out on Monday, which should give you plenty of time to, take a look and review the upcoming earnings for next week. All right, so keep an eye out for that on Monday. Um, what what I just really wanted to quickly highlight is just maybe a couple lessons from Netflix, right? And I don't know if this will be the exception or if this will start to be, more common occurrence. But I mean, it definitely is not the first time we've seen some of these pandemic beneficiaries really collapse back down to earth, right? When there's signs that both technicals and fundamentals are slowing, right? So we saw it a couple times last quarter. I mean, DocuSign, Peloton, two notable examples. Quarter before that, it was Zoom, right? So it's not just like Netflix. I mean, this is definitely something that's been popping up. I mean, Netflix is one of the bigger, more prominent names, but it's also not the only name. All right. So as we get into earnings season and as we start to have more reports from more companies that maybe are still up substantially from where they were in March 2020 and were particularly big beneficiaries of stay at home, work from home, etc. Keep an eye, right? Keep an eye on the charts. I mean, if there's room underneath, technically, just because they're down a lot going into earnings doesn't mean they can't continue to drop further on earnings, right? And Netflix was down a lot going into the report, which made me more cautious about playing it because, I was just wondering, like, what's priced in. I don't normally like playing stocks that are straight up or straight down to earnings. Netflix was the latter, right? But it was at or near a pretty big support area, and then you get a technical breakdown after a lackluster guide, and it really led to just a major move to the downside, right? So, e-commerce names, other software names. There's even maybe some big caps that could really still be susceptible if they do not deliver this quarter. So you want to pay attention. You want to pay attention to the charts because it's both like a fundamental thing and a technical thing, right? So if a stock is sitting at a massive support level and they disappoint, even though it's dropped quite a bit, I mean that could trigger a whole nother move to the downside. And what you saw with Netflix is that bad news, big breakdown could really snowball quick, and it can lead to a huge move. I mean, Netflix moved about four times what they were pricing in. Looking for about a 35-point move, it's moved over 120. So, I mean, from a volatility strategy perspective, I mean that's about as good as you could have hoped for, right? If they're pricing in 35 and moves 120, if you're in straddles or strangles, I mean, like that's exactly what you're looking for. So, do the work. I mean, there's going to be a lot of earnings coming up very soon, and there are still a lot of names that are up quite a bit from that March 2020 move that either have deteriorating technicals or maybe deteriorating fundamentals as well. So it's not just Netflix. There could be more setups like this. So keep an eye out for them. All right. So, if you like this video and you're looking for more information about trading events with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options and play. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay well, rest up because next week is probably going to be pretty wild. So, I will talk to you all on Monday.